Alrighty. Um, so doing some research around Alfred, I discovered that a lot of people have questions about snippets. So I want to dive into that a bit more and find what their questions are so I can make some answers that will guide them to snippet heaven, if there is such a place. So, hey, Ratio.
Hello.
How's your day going?
Oh, good.
Good.
Yeah, yesterday I was migrating an API, and
Yeah.
today I managed to do it.
Oh, cool. Is that
Yep,
for side project or for work?
it's for work. Yeah.
Nice. Was it like a big legacy API that's been around for 10 years?
Oh no, it's an API that's been there for 2 months.
Okay.
Uh, but the whole structure, the data structure changes completely. So
All right.
um, it took a while for the backend dev to finally uh, make it, but now it's done. I've been doing some testing before because he was sharing with me all the types and because he's using gRPC and a
Oh,
bunch of
yeah.
things that I don't know about. So he was just sharing me the prototype, and so okay, so this
Yeah,
is the prototype,
I
and
haven't done anything with gRPC yet. I mean,
it's
I've read about it a little bit. I haven't used it at all.
it's quite cool for backend. For front end, it's very robust, very verbose, I
Yeah.
would say, because it's using proto buffers and for all the types and all the classes. So assigning values to a proto buffer is not um, pleasant to be
Yeah.
uh, to be fair. But yeah, it's fine.
Gotcha.
I mean, so I created all the abstraction while he was working and preparing the front end for the change.
Yeah.
But yeah, that doesn't work very well. That didn't work very well.
I'm sure.
But yeah,
Well, cool. I'm just looking through so I did some research around keywords and titles in the Alfred forums.
okay.
So when
Are
we
you
were,
continuing with the brainstorming session, or you're
yeah,
doing
yeah,
something
yeah.
else?
So the painstorming I was doing last time was on Next.js. I kind of have
Yep.
two painstorming projects going on. Um,
Okay.
this
Gotcha.
one's, I'm doing both like automation and Next.js are like my two topics. Um,
Okay.
and the automation one, I was looking for through the Alfred forums. And one of the exercises they ask you to do when you're painstorming is to look through every title and pull out common keywords or jargon that
Hmm.
appears the most often in forums or Reddit or wherever, right?
Okay.
So I cheated a little bit because I just used a scraper to go through all the titles. Um,
That's very you, like
and
automate.
yeah, I just counted them up that way. Um,
That's good.
like I figure for like there's that pain storming where you're looking at quotes and finding the real pain, and this one was just grouping together keywords. Um,
Okay.
and the one that stuck out the most to me was snippet,
Hmm.
uh, because I feel like that's something really basic and easy to understand, and that's where a lot of like when talking to Joel, he's like, often as professionals or experts, you forget how stuff that's easy to you is hard to someone else. Um,
Yeah.
so I wanted to look through after I found snippet. The idea is to search for snippet and see what people are like, see all the pains of snippets.
Okay. So
Um,
yeah, like check the pains around the word that like
yeah,
sounds the most.
yeah, like just the keywords around. Um, And you can group these together as well. I haven't done that step where you
Yeah.
like put these all in buckets. I did that for Next.js, where I put all my different keywords in buckets and group them together.
Yeah, because same context or
Uh, um, for Alfred, I haven't. Obviously, a lot of these words I can just ditch, like do and new, like that. That's why uh, automating this and just I should have filtered out common words somehow, like
hmm,
my and web.
or no.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, or
Do.
do. Um, but snippet definitely stood out to me. Hotkey will be a good one as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's check
and
workflows maybe.
yeah,
Well, workflow is the whole thing, right? So
yeah,
it
work.
doesn't make.
Yeah, I'd have to Google workflows and see where people are struggling with them. Um, One password is like that's an excellent blog post. Like setting up one password in Alfred would be
Yep.
like that people are looking for that, right?
Yeah.
I don't even have to I don't even have to search for one password. I know that if I wrote a blog post or made a video on setting up one password in Alfred, that people would watch it.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a common like thing that people are looking for.
right. And the cool thing about like doing this research is I would never think to make a video on one password in Alfred or a blog
There you
post on
go.
it. But
Yeah.
because I took the time to do a simple step like this, I know, oh yeah, it's what people, obviously people are looking for that. So that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Um,
That happens to things that you take for granted. Like
yeah,
you know that you've been using it, but before you do this research, you don't exactly know how much people are having that same pain that you solved like 2 years ago. So
yeah,
um, that's kind of cool.
yeah. Yeah, Drive, iTunes, Terminal would be interesting one. Yeah, but for now, I'm going to look at snippets and see what sort of lessons I can pull out of this. I'm going to try to like a snippets markdown file um, just to take some notes and copy some URLs and stuff. Um, Color preview for 6 characters of text. Some snippets that just happen to be 6 characters, all invalid hex digits. So, yeah, I don't think that's anything nothing I can really help with there. Auto assign snippets group to different application, maybe. Only when some application is activated. I don't know if that's a feature or not. So like in your collections, I don't think you can trigger a snippet based on what application is focused. I think they're all global. Yeah. I know how to do that through Carabiner, but that's not what they're asking. I'm gonna make a note of that at least. So, trigger snippet based on frontmost application. I can do this in Carabiner, but don't see the option in Alfred. I wonder if Keyboard Maestro has that. I don't know if I have that installed right now. I do. Okay.
You have a serious like setup for automation over there. This
It's
is this is the,
yeah. I really enjoy
I
it
think
for
you
some
did
reason.
you did like a collection on it.
I did.
Oh, yeah, for the creating automate like lesson creation, I guess.
Yeah, I did one on there's a collection on what's it called? Like automate all the things.
Hmm.
Um, I can't remember what
I
it
think
is.
the
It's
most
a
recent one
playlist.
that I recall is this one, like automation lesson creation, something like that.
Oops, automate. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can filter by me. It seems kind of narcissistic, but whatever. There you go. Automate
Automate
everything.
every. Mm.
I have no idea what I did in this. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's some good stuff in here.
Templates and yeah.
Um, yeah, it's this would be fun to start from scratch, like your very first touch of automation. I think I did this at the like targeting intermediate to advanced.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even talk about a basic snippet or a basic keyboard, like global keyboard shortcut or any of those things. I just jumped right in.
Hmm.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, this is the type of things that I want to do so bad, but
yeah,
I don't manage to get myself together and just make it. Like
right.
there's
Well,
always something else.
so there's this funny thing where uh, if you have enough practice, any situation you run into, um, you can know how to set up that shortcut or how to set up that workflow, and it's only a couple keystrokes away. Like if I ever have a shortcut I need to add, um, I just hold down the quote key and hit C, and it pops up my configuration file. And if it was in code, then I'd go down to my code section and say, well, in code, I want to hit this key and have it do this shortcut. Um, and then it's just done and set. It's kind of like in VS Code knowing where the keyboard shortcuts setting
Yeah.
is.
Or
But
maybe you
on
have an extension that you set up a command and then you have like the normal like console log. You know that if you press shift and option and C, then you have the console log with whatever selection you have. And then
I,
you learn it. Yeah.
yeah, actually, I do. So anything that types something out, I use a snippet for. So I do like a CL and then hit a key. I don't do any keyboard shortcuts for snippets. So, well, I guess there's like, I guess that would be considered a snippet too. Of these ones.
Maybe class or you press class and then
Yeah,
automatically put everything.
and a lot of those are kind of built in to some of
Yeah.
the like the framework or like I have a markdown file in here. Markdown has like a link built in, so you don't have to worry about it. But
Hmm.
um, I don't know. Like I just kind of keep that mindset of um, instead of thinking of keyboard shortcuts per application, I keep my carabiner file as like a global keyboard shortcut mapping, so that whenever I run into something I know I'm going to use a lot, um,
You just bring it up.
I map it to the way the most customized way to what I think is fastest. And so I've like code and um, Ableton shortcuts and ScreenFlow shortcuts, um, and I don't touch the default shortcuts of applications because I just overwrite them to be simpler for me in like a global sheet.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's my mindset at least. Um,
Cool.
I I might let's see workflow to monitor specified application and wait for a keyboard trigger. I think you might be able to do this in a workflow. Um, where, okay, so new blank workflow, snippet test. Oops, snippet test. Can I do a per app like utility? Conditional if query is equal to query is a value. Let's see. Alfred read frontmost application. Not browser. Like I know in like in Carabiner I use this like somewhere in OS 10 it knows which application is in the front. Like right now it knows that Chrome's in the front, it knows VS Code's in the front. And so you should be able to customize what happens based on a keyboard shortcut or snippet because of that in Alfred. But I'd have to use,
So same,
it might be an Apple
but the
script for
same
that.
this but the same shortcut do different things depending on the app that it's in front.
Right. So if I were to type a
Okay.
snippet in the bar up here, if I type CL and I wanted it to go to Cloudinary or something, but in VS Code I wanted it to console log, that's what they're asking. So that's kind of what I'm looking into. Um, Actually, I'm curious what their use case is if they say specifically what it is. They don't say their use case. They just say specific application activated. But there should be an Apple script read frontmost application. Path to front. Set active app to name of application process whose frontmost is true. Okay. All right. Is that going to return? I'm curious. Okay, so we'll run this in a bash script. Well, Apple script. This is one of those, I don't use Apple script enough to be comfortable with putting these things together. Where'd that go? Script editor, new document. Real processes is not defined. This one. Identifier can't go after a class name. This is me just copying and pasting from Stack Overflow like a boss. Alrighty. I guess this is always going to be the frontmost. Let's try. I'm going to grab this. None of these work as compiled Apple script. So if I bring this into a bash script, I call this frontmost. What's the OSA script? Is that going to let me do a multi-line thing? Oops, not Chrome title. Fontmost. Echo. Script -E. I think I've done multi-line Apple scripts inside of here before. We'll see what happens. Fontmost. So what is that telling me? That's telling me the Fontmost file. Let's see, can I run that from Alfred now? Let's go triggers and run script, bash script. I think I have to source my ZSH file. Let's do ZSHRC. And then we'll just debug this. Snippet test. Oh, I have to give this a name. So the trigger can be input can be a keyword. We'll call this frontmost. Connect those. Type frontmost. Oh, doesn't require any arguments. Type frontmost. And no such user or name directory. Oh, whoops. That is my bad right there. No value. Frontmost. Is that even running this at all? Yeah, it's trying to run it. Tell application path to frontmost application as text. Path of document 1 as text. Let's see. What does my Chrome one look like? Tell application Google Chrome to return title. Tell application. Can I say to return? Does that work? Frontmost. Nope. I find the syntax of AppleScript very confusing. What happens if I run this? Okay, so yeah, that to return. So let's try tell application path to frontmost application as text to return. The title of the active run tab. Can I do tell application to return? Is it like that? Application doesn't understand path to. To return path of document 1. Maybe like that. As text. Okay. Let's just try that for now. And we'll try frontmost. Can't make path of document 1 of application into typed text. Okay. Can't get path of document 1. What's the other branch of that try-catch? Process where frontmost is true. Get value of attribute AX document. Interesting. Can I get path of document 1? Maybe there's like a frontmost here. Oh, parse error. Can I get path of document? Okay. You'll learn more about this. Whoops. Apple script. Frontmost application. Okay, so this looks set active app to name a first application process whose frontmost is true. So let's try this one. Tell application system events to return name of first application process whose frontmost is true. That looks solid. All right, so back over to code and grab this here. So now if I type frontmost electron. So that's the name of the process, not the name of the app. Some apps' app names differ from their process names. All right. doc name. First. Where's the documentation for this? I always forget. String comparison, dialogues. Name of first process. So it's not first application process. Set frontmost of process at process. Let's look at these. First processed. Let's not want. Said first process. That's script editor. And that's still Electron. We definitely want that to say VS Code. Path to frontmost application as text. Let's try that. Tell application. Tell application path to return. See, I want to just do something like this. Oh, that actually worked. Huh. So I didn't expect that to work. Let's see if this does VS Code or something. And frontmost. So that works. Do I even need path to? Apple script path to. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I just want to have that. So I could strip that in my bash script or in Alfred, really. But I just think there should be some like name of Apple script frontmost application. Front app ID to bundle identifier of first process. I like that one. I think that's the one I use in Carabiner as the bundle identifier. So let's return this. Oh, I think I have to say tell application system events to return. Okay, that's good. So grab that, drop that in our script. And now we can call it frontmost, and we get this. So in our Alfred workflow, should still be open right there. Let's try running that. If I can just auto load frontmost. Frontmost. Oh, this is in my zfunc directory. And let's see. Outputs, large type. Let's see what you got. Okay, so Alfred preferences is the frontmost application. Let's try it with Chrome in front. Okay. Let's try it with this in front. So this is kind of an edge case. It might be fine. All right. So let's start writing up this blog post. I will have to, well, let me finish making sure I can get this to work. Because I'll have to make the trigger a snippet. And let's say the keyword is We'll do, what's something that'd be different across applications, like a greeting or a farewell? Yeah, this is kind of like a Hello World app. So I'll do Hello World. Yeah. Oh, there's a focused app variable. It's already in there for snippets. So that's not in there for, I just do all that work for nothing. Let's see, focused. Nope. Okay, so it looks like you have to use a workflow. I can come in here, and if I make this calm, let's see, this one was, oh, whoops. Let me undo some of this. We'll rename this to edit details. Frontmost. Okay, so Chrome is com.google.chrome. So let's just create a snippets workflow, and I guess you just drop them all in here. Oh, do I already have one? Have this. Oh yeah, that's different. We'll do advanced snippets. Advanced snippets. Create and trigger snippet. So the keyword can be, let's do HW for hello world. Focused app variable com.google.chrome. Set a variable. No prefix or suffix. Does that work? And then output will be I guess it's just copy to clipboard or dispatch key combo. We'll do copy to clipboard. Automatically paste to frontmost app. Hello world. Save. All right, let's see if this works here. HW. Okay, so I typed HW and that did hello world. If I go into code, HW, oh, that did hello world too. I must misunderstand what this is telling me. Focused app variable. Focused app, if you want, check the box for the focused app variable and add the relevant apps bundle ID. com.google.com is the bundle ID, right? Hmm. Advanced hotkeys workflow. Let's check that out. So in the advanced hotkeys, related apps, hotkey is only active. Oh, so it's a variable, and I give the variable a name, and it'll pass that variable along. Got it. I was not thinking of that the right way at all. Okay, so advanced snippets, app, and then a utility where I filter conditional. No, filter. App. I think it's var app is equal to com.google.chrome, and it's saved there. Delete that. Delete that. Connect. Alrighty, and now HW. Good. HW. Okay, so it's not pasting, it's not doing anything except treating it as a snippet, which does nothing, which I think is fine. So let's copy these. Oops. Wonder if there's like a way to do like a map. I've never had to worry about that before, where I could just map bundle IDs to the output I want them to process. Is there a utility for that? Transform.
You don't have like an if statement or something like that?
There is conditionals. Yeah. I guess I could do a bunch of. I think that might. Let's see. Let's see how that feels. Because I don't want to have a whole bunch of these. I'd rather just have this. Paste the query. Whoops. And then if I bring this in here and I check if the app is equal to com.google.chrome, then the output is hello Chrome, else hello others. Sure, that works. Feed them both into that. Is equal to com dot. Passing output nothing to clipboard. I named that app, right? Var app. Do I get a hello others in here? Nope.
And what is app been assigned to? Is it there in the logs or?
Yeah, let me try that again just to make sure. HW passing output nothing to conditional. App should be assigned to the focused app variable, which is either com.google.chrome or some other. Because this worked. HW, hello world. And then nothing here. Gonna leave that there. Boop and boop. Our app is equal to com.google.chrome. Then Alfred will process the output of the first match condition. If the input is left empty, the query input is evaluated. Okay, so let's try this without the query. So that worked. But is this? How come that's not passing that along? See, those are all filters.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't see in the logs
Yeah.
like the assignment to app. It's kind of, it will be helpful to see what has been assigned to. So
yeah, like right here. Let's see if it shows up in the logs.
Right there is working. It's actually filtering, but
yeah,
in the logs there's no.
Oh, it does say passing. Oh yeah, because it's not passing the query along. Like this is the query, but the variable isn't being set, or it's not showing the variables. That's all information.
Can you pass as a query like the actual variable? Like when you press HS or whatever you like HW.
Yeah, yeah, I thought that's what this was doing, is assigning hello Chrome to the query that should be passed along to the next step.
No, but I mean, like, can you assign the query to the actual variable to see which one, like, it's assigned into?
Like,
so you put the variable and see what it's been assigned to.
Like this?
Yeah, I guess.
I think that should still be available. So that got that. And that didn't do anything because the filter stopped it. But the query is... Wait, no, that's on the... That filter's always been working. It's the conditional that's not working for us. So that worked. That did nothing. But if I connect this one as well, now that should work. Yeah.
Yeah, so the variable is being assigned. It's just like the conditional is not considering.
Yeah, it's not passing this statement as the query. query input is evaluated. Let's see. Okay, so there's a to-do list. Let's see. In their examples. Templates. Where did it say it is? Examples, simple to-do list. Examples, simple, oh, there it is. Then append, else open file. I think it's not setting anything. Like we'd have to manually set after that. It's just giving it a name, like what the connection name is. So I'd have to where's my utilities? Arg. I'd have to do.
Oh, you need to create variables for each one.
Yeah.
And then assign that. Okay.
Well, let's see. I don't like this as a solution, so it's value. Because then I'd have to do.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah. Just to make sure it's working. Hello, Chrome. Hello, others. So it's working that way, but that seems weirdish.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another utility I don't know about. Junction. There's no way to edit that, so no. File delay, transform, replace. Huh. No, I don't want to write a regex to.
But that feels like the actual if statement. Like it should be doing that when it gets chrome.google.chrome should just replace that too.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not doing that.
Maybe I can split. No. Arg and vars. Pass through input argument. No. I wonder if I can do conditionals in here. I don't think so. I mean, I know I can do it. Like with a bash script. So if I did, it's been a while since I've done this. I do actions, run script. I can do the, let's see. I wonder what JavaScript would even look like. Is argv gonna have app on it? Never had to do this before. Can I console log something in here? Hello. Oh, it did. Okay. So can I?
Can you JSON stringify argv?
Yeah, might as well try. argv. An array, an empty array. With input as query. I'm not sure how that's gonna do. Maybe it's at position 1. Well, no, that's just guessing. With input as query. Right, so I can do this like a template. That doesn't seem right. Replaces query in your script with the object input, escaping as selected. There's no way that's how that works. Let's see. Alfred with input as query. Files query. Escaping double quotes and backslashes. So this. Nope.
Need to go, John.
Okay.
Nice to chat with you.
Thanks. Have a good one.
See you.
See you. Escaping as selected. Don't use wrap tags. Oh, the query's empty. That could very well be why of our app. Okay. Can't find variable app. Okay, so Alfred v access variables. Our path is workflow environment variable. That looks right. How do I use that in a script? Hmm. Replace this query in your script with the object input. As you don't have to worry about correctly escaping the input query. Okay, so we'd have to escape it. Okay, so this is argv. Let's start over with this. Run script input as argv. We'll try JavaScript. And console log argv. Argv app. Argv var. Undefined, undefined, undefined. Alfred arg v bars. There we go. Okay, they're not. It's not an argument order. Alfred script argv variables. Oops. In fact, always using a single argument and always calling external script makes them the same. Argv isn't simply $1, but also $pound. So you decompose in ways query cannot. Do-do-do. Hmm. Item 1 of argv. Alfred arg vars argv script, something like that. Then set the value to query, I guess. So doesn't need args and var steps. Something certain query. Yeah, that might make more sense. So, set the argument string passed out of this object. Var app. Is that how that's going to work? Zero undefined. So that did pass it to run script. So actions, run script. Oh, it was the 0 argument. Okay. And this should work now. There you go. And this should work. Okay. Meaning that let's do app. And then we'll call this a map. And we can say that com.google.chrome is mapped to hello Chrome. Com dot is that Microsoft.vs Code. And then return map app. All right, so that works. I wish I could remove this step though. I feel like I should be able to pull that out of argv somehow. Let's see, Alfred script access environment variables. Okay, from script filters, modifier level variables, using variables. Here we go. Get env. Interesting. And definitely going to grab this link for the article. We'll call this one app. And hope that that works the same. Let's move this down. Connect these. And type something. I think we got it. Okay. And let's see. And let's just make sure it's working. Hello code again. HW, hello code. No bueno. Oh, I have to save. What am I doing? There we go. Sweet. Okay, now we can start writing the blog post about this, which I will do later, but I'm going to stub out the original question. Snippets to different application. What would I name that? Assign an Alfred snippet to a specific application. Why is my command not found change? Oh. It's probably because I'm on a different version of Node. What's that project called? Change case CLI. npm IG. All right. Now let's try that again. Log. We'll say map Alfred snippet to a specific application. Slugify options definitions is not defined. Did I accidentally delete something? That happens. I did accidentally delete something. All right, third time's a charm. Map Alfred snippets to a specific application. There we go. There's my blog post. Alfred and the title's already in there. See if I can pull a quote from Let's copy this. Use this as a quote. Where'd that go? That'd be great useful if we can use snippet groups only. Let's take that other quote as well. All right. Yeah, we want these on separate lines. And then that link for sure. Oops. Did I set that up as a? I must have. Yeah, that's funny. I have a snippet. If I type link, it just automatically generates the current link in my browser. So I have to do this the manual way. How to add workflow environment variables to Alfred scripts. Let's grab the code block. Drop that in there. And then essentially I'll take a screenshot or two. Bar value. I just need to be query, right? I got rid of the value thing. Why is that even? Let's see. Interesting. Like that's hooked up, right? Yeah. I thought I had to have the query in there for it to paste. Oops. Because I can do query thingy. Yeah. Yeah. We'll just leave it like this though. This screenshot. Can't even remember where I store my images anymore. Assets. Yeah. Oops. Let's call this that dialogue called? Map. Copy to clipboard. Yeah, let's take that again. I don't want that extra stuff. Like so. And then drag this in here. Whoops. Map. Map. Alfred. Copy to clipboard. That looks good. I can't remember the last time I used an image. PNG. So like so, and then back here. This is map. Alfred. That one. Perfect. And I'm also going to want the entirety of this. And we'll name this one Map Alfred Snippet. Is that what they call it? Yep. And then this one. Map Alfred script, and then go Map Alfred workflow. Okay, and then put some words around it. Whoops. Alfred, copy to clipboard, dialog. Let's get 3 of those ready to fill out. Alfred, what did I name these? Workflow. Dialogue, something like that. And Alfred, workflow snippet, dialogue, map Alfred snippet, and map Alfred script. So it's the workflow, the snippet, the script, and the copy to clipboard. And let's do is this a yarn project? I always forget if my blog's yarn or not. Yep. Yarn develop. Alrighty. Okay. Yes. Let's say snippets in Alfred. Let's do Alfred. Are very powerful on their own, but become even more robust when working when built inside of a workflow. Snippets in workflows allow you to grab the current frontmost app ID, and then you can change the value of what the snippet produces based on that ID. The workflow setup. Let's say creating the snippet workflow. Our snippet workflow will require 3 steps. Listening for the snippet, running a bit of code, and then pasting from the clipboard. configuring your snippet. The keyword can be set to whatever you want. For our example, we'll use HW, whoops, HW, which can be short for hello. This is short for an acronym for hello world. And the key is that you it's necessary to click the checkbox for focused app ID. Is that a focused app variable? Because we'll be using the app variable to map to the output we want to paste. Give the app variable a name. Do I have name mapped as a snippet? Something as simple as app will suffice. For our use case. I selected app for our use case. Writing your mapping your frontmost app to a snippet output. You can use whatever language you would like to write this script. I chose JavaScript because it's what I use on at my job. The key is that you access the focused app variable as described in this article. For example, in our example, we used, as you can see, import standard lib and $get env app to get the value of the app variable. So this article And defining the output of the snippet. Use the clipboard. Copy to clipboard with the following settings to simply output the variation output, the text you defined, you mapped in the script. You can customize this template, and even Zach, what's up? Even make things more advanced. But usually simple, short snippets defined in your script section will suffice. All right, how does this look? Alfred Snippets to a specific application. Add mapping from this app to a snippet output. All right, that looks perfect. Let's you're here for this content. Luckily for you, I am like done. This push commit, it does. Okay, we're doing this cowboy push blog. If you want to rewatch all of this, it's let me give you a summary, Zach. So the Alfred workflow we built, yeah, the Alfred workflow we built defines a snippet. So once I type HW, based on the app I'm in, if I'm in Chrome, it'll type out hello Chrome. If I'm in VS Code, it'll type out hello code again, or whatever I define. Meaning that it's going to take, whoops, that's a screenshot. It's going to take this app variable, which is set to the focused app, pass it along to this script, and I can read in this script using getEnv right here. And I get that app variable, and I'm mapping com.google.chrome to hello Chrome, com.microsoft.vs Code to hello code again, and then just returning that. So whatever app you're in, once you type HW, you can just set up a map in here and then pass that out as the query, and then copy to clipboard, can go ahead and export that. So that's pretty much it. And I guess I could just take this video and add it to this post as well. So there we go. I'm just going to check to see if this builds. And once it does, I'm going to hop off. So any questions, Zach? The Giphy snippet? Yeah. Do you have Giphy set up to be a snippet? Like you type Giphy and it does something like that? Or do you do... Oh, so what I do for that, so I have, if I search for Zach, you can have it switch, like if you hit command, you can see how it changes to copy GIF or GIF, whatever you want, good GIF. Or if you hold down Alt or hold down Shift, like you can do keys to change the behavior based on a list like this. Command W brings up that Giphy workflow we shared. Yeah. So if you look at workflows, if you look at these, so you see Giphy here and you see this little modifier here. Action modifier command will send it off this way, and that will send it to, like, you can change things. I can send this workflow to you if you want. But essentially you can modify it however you want, so that anytime you see a little bubble right here, you can double click on that and change, like if I want to hold shift, it'll tell me holding shift, do something else. So now I have another branch, and if I don't know where I drag something to. So see that little bubble there? I can hold down control for that one. So if you play with that, you can, oops, let's delete that. That's like the general mindset of, I have a filter box, I want to do different things in different scenarios. So like my default scenario for Giphy is if I search for Zach and hit enter, it does that markdown link. If I search for Zach and hold command and hit enter, I think it just copies like the content of the GIF itself. I think I can paste it here. Let's see, maybe gist.new. Maybe that'll work. I don't know, it copied something. But anyway, yeah, that's the idea there. Alrighty. There's your blog post. And I am done. It's 5 o'clock for me. So peace and all that stuff.